Hi guys, in this tutorial I will show you how to script with Python inside Nuke. As a goal, we will write this batch EXR writer. Imagine you have in your pipeline a couple of files in one folder, move files, and you want to batch write them to EXR sequences to do a compositing at the end of the day. To be familiar or to be able to follow this tutorial, you have to be familiar with general syntax, Python syntax. For keeping it short, I will split these tutorials into parts. In the first part, I will show you specific API, Python API inside of Nuke. We will learn how to get selected nodes, then manipulate or change the attributes or parameters on a node, create nodes, and connect nodes, and also how to render. Okay, let's start. First, what we can do, and just split this panel vertically, and I get now the script editor. And I just clear the output. Okay, first we have to first we just create a node using Python in Nuke. For that we use nuke.create node. Create node, and now we have to specify the class of the node or type of the node, and I just write merge, and you see now if I execute it, we get a merge node. If you want to get or create a read node, you just write read node, or maybe just write write node, write, or blur, whatever. Okay, and now you see if the node was created, it automatically connect. If nothing selected, it will just create a node. Okay, how we can grab the selected nodes from a node graph? This is very simple. We use nuke.selected nodes, and it will give us the list with all selected nodes. You see if I execute it, we get here 4 objects here, and if we like to get a name of each object, we use a for loop for each in nuke dot selected nodes. We would like to print each dot name, and now if I execute this, guys, just highlight and press Ctrl Enter, and you see we have to write 2, write 1, merge, and read. Okay. Now, how we can change the parameter on a node. For example, I like to change the mix parameter on a merge node. To change it, first I have to grab the node. There is 2 ways to do it. First way is nuke dot selected node, not nodes, selected node, and you see if one node is selected. If I execute this, you see I can also just say give me the name, and you see if I execute it again, I get my merge one. After I have specified which knob I like to change, I write knob. Now I specified the knob here, and you see how I first I have to figure out the name of this attribute or parameter. If you mouse over this parameter, you see the Nuke gives you the information about the name, and the parameter is mix, and I say okay, I like to get value of this specific node, and you see we have something wrong here, because I don't want to get it from name. I like to get it from my object. Okay, you see if I change this guy to whatever, I can simply get this value if I want. How to set it is also the same thing. I'm sorry. I just copy this line here, and instead of get value, I will say set value, and I will set it to a 0, for example. And you see now my mix is 0.386, and now it is 0. If I like it to set it to 1, I can do it. Okay, now we know how to change the parameter. This was the first method. The second method, you can use nuke dot to node, and now you have to specify the node. For example, I like to change this right node here, and I write to change this render order, for example. I just write down right 1, and I have to change the knob. I'm sorry. And I just say set value, and I like to set it to whatever, 2. And now I have to look. The name of this knob is render underscore order. Let's see, just write render underscore order, and let's see if I execute it. The render order is 2. If I like it 5, whatever, and I also can do this. If you want to get the attribute, is the same thing. Okay, now we just look how we connect the nodes. For example, I like to connect the first input of the right node to the here right 2 node, and you see this is simple. We just use the input command here. Sorry, connect input. For example, I can write, for example, my right node. I just put it to I just copy this guy here. Okay, for example, my right node is this guy here, and I think is right node 1. Okay. And my right node 2 is this guy. And now I just can say right node 1 connect first input, connect first input, not first, connect input, and which input? I like to connect the first one, and I like to connect it to right node 2. Then you see if I execute these 3 lines of code, you see the connection is done now. That's last not least, I will show you how to render something. For example, I like to render this guy here. I just get the right node here, and you see we will do here, and I just put it on just like here. I just test dot png. Maybe we'll do in a sequence .png, save. Okay, the script is nuke.execute. We have to execute this node, right one. And I like to first frame to be 1 and the last frame to be 2, and increment is 1. Then you see now if we just execute this, we have right 1. You see the nuke automatically write to the E drive, and you see we have these 2 guys here. Okay, that's it for this tutorial. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. If you have a question, please describe, and I wish you good luck with Python and Nuke. Bye.